Voodoo Man Father's Day Kill Contract. Introduction. Would you still marry someone for their money if you knew he could rip out your throat with his teeth? Chapter 1. The Voodoo Man. They always come to me when they're desperate. Some want revenge, others want love. A few come for power. But sometimes, they come asking for death. That's what brought her into my shop on a hot June evening, just days before Father's Day. She wore red lipstick and a dress too tight for her conscience, pretty as sin, dangerous as betrayal. Said her name was Charlene Duval, but I already knew she was lying. "Mr. Babineau," she purred, fanning herself like some southern belle. "I need someone gone." The air in my shop turned thick, like molasses. I smiled slowly. "You bring me blood?" She handed over a small velvet pouch. Inside was a man's wedding ring, engraved, "To my wolf, forever." See, I almost laughed right then. A kill contract. On him? This woman didn't know what she was doing. Chapter 2. Gold Digger's Confession. Charlene told me the story like she was reciting a lullaby. She married into money. Old Bayou money. Her husband, Beau Duval, owned land, cattle, oil leases. Said he was quiet, secretive, controlling. Didn't like mirrors. Didn't go out on full moons. Didn't touch silver. She'd tried to poison him once. He just got stronger. Tried to shoot him once. Bullets didn't even break the skin. "Something's wrong with him," she whispered. "He ain't natural." And then, eyes narrowing. "Can you make it look like an accident?" I told her yes. I lied. Chapter 3. Who is Beau Duval? I didn't take the job for the money. I took it because I knew Beau Duval. Knew what he was. Knew who he was. Beau's daddy was half man, half monster. His mama was a swamp witch who cut deals with shadows. Beau was born pursed. Born with hair on his back, fire in his eyes, and hunger in his soul. They called him the Cajun werewolf, loup-garou in the old tongue. I knew better than to tangle with a creature like him, but sometimes you just gotta watch fate dance. Chapter 4. Planning the kill. Charlene wanted the job done on Father's Day. Said it'd be poetic. She'd taken to their lake house up in St. Landry Parish. Said he liked the woods. Liked to go out at night. Said she wouldn't be missed. "I want him to suffer," she whispered. "Make him know it was me." I nodded and handed her a gris-gris bag. Told her to tie it to his wrist while he slept. What she didn't know was that the bag would do nothing to Beau, but it'd bind her soul to the ritual. Blood for blood. Chapter 5. The night it went down. June 15th. Father's Day. Swamp air buzzing with insects and spirits. I waited just beyond the tree line, deep in the cypress and moss. Watched their cabin flicker with candlelight. Beau was inside. So was she. And around her neck, I could see she'd put on the gris-gris like a necklace instead of tying it to him. Stupid, beautiful, dead. I could feel the moon rising, could feel the pull in my bones, could smell the shift happening inside that house. Then I heard it, a scream, high and shrill and wet. Chapter 6. Inside the cabin, Charlene's last mistake. Charlene had poured wine. She'd worn lace, tried to seduce him, calm him, lull him. He sat at the edge of the bed, looking at her with wolfish eyes. "You sure you want to do this, darling?" he asked. She laughed. "You have no idea." Then she pulled the knife from under her pillow. He let her stab him in the chest. Didn't flinch. Blood poured down his shirt. But then it stopped. His skin stitched itself back together in front of her. That's when she started screaming. "What are you?" she yelled. He stood up slowly, eyes yellow, mouth widening into a snarl. "I'm what you hired to kill." Chapter 7. The Transformation. Bones popped, teeth lengthened, hair burst from skin. The Cajun werewolf rose in the dark. Charlene backed away, slipping on her own spilled wine. "Please, Beau, wait," she whimpered. But it wasn't Beau anymore. It was the beast, the creature that slept in a man's skin and waited for nights like this. He lunged. Blood sprayed across the bedroom wall like red paint on canvas. She didn't even have time to scream a second time. By the time I stepped through the door, the werewolf was licking her wedding ring off his paw. Chapter 8. Confrontation: Voodoo versus Werewolf. Had to be tonight, didn't it? I said. He growled. Then he laughed. You think I didn't know what she was? He asked. She smelled like treachery the day I met her. I pulled out a bone dagger, carved from a rougarou spine. The air shimmered. He circled me, claws clicking on the floorboards. Babineau, he said, don't start something you can't finish. I asked him, what will you tell your children about their mother? He glared at me and growled. I'll lie. I raised the blade. This ain't for you, Beau. He blinked. Then who? I looked down at Charlene's body. I didn't come here to kill you. I came to witness justice. He smiled with all his teeth and vanished into the trees. Chapter 9. Cover Up and Consequence. I burned the cabin, tossed her body into the fire, let the spirits feast on her lies. Beau's clothes went into the lake. By morning, there was no evidence of murder, just another Louisiana tragedy. Wife disappears, husband mourns. No suspects, no answers. The townsfolk would whisper, of course, say maybe she ran off with a lover, or maybe she met a gator on a walk. Only I knew what really happened. Only I knew why. Chapter 10. Closing the book. People don't understand the real magic. They think voodoo is just pins and dolls and shadow men in the dark. But real power, it's knowing who not to cross. You don't try to kill a beast of the swamp on his sacred day. You don't take blood money on a full moon. And you sure as hell don't betray a werewolf who once loved you. I cleaned my hands, lit a candle, and poured a shot of bourbon for the spirits. Then I looked into the dark and whispered, Happy Father's Day, Wolfie.